Welcome to today's video. For today's video, I'm going to go over the 5 topics of things that I have thought about or came up with throughout my couple months at MEPS that I see become a constant issue, whether it is applicants that continuously are coming back through MEPS or first-time applicants. So these are in no specific order, but let's just go ahead and get started. We'll start with the first one, which is very important, which is to wear underwear. So make sure that you come to MEPS with underwear on, whether it is your first time or whether you're coming to be inspected multiple times you've came back. Just make sure each time you come through MEPS you wear underwear. For some reason people decide, I don't know if the recruiters are telling them, but not to wear underwear. Whatever the case is, just make sure you have underwear on, because there are times when the doctor's doing the inspections, when you're doing your actual physical, or whenever you get put into a room to do your height and your weight, do the duck walk, squats, and then there's certain things that you have to perform in front of the doctor. You have to wear your underwear for it. So just make sure that you have your underwear on. And you have extra pairs for whenever you are at the hotel as well, because some people only pack enough just for the hotel. So anyways, second thing at MEPS that we do are labs. So you will be required to provide a urine sample, which is going to be 1 cup of urine, and you also get your blood drawn, which is going to be for an HIV draw. With the bottle of urine, we send it off to be drug tested. So make sure that you are hydrated, make sure that you eat enough. If you do stay at the hotel, make sure you have a good meal the night before and a good breakfast. That way it's easier when it comes time for your blood draw. And make sure that you are properly hydrated, so it's a lot easier when it comes time for you to give up the urine for that urine specimen, that we're not waiting, and that you are able to provide without any issues. Third thing that I have down on my list is dress to impress, meaning make sure that you use this as a time of an interview. So whatever branch of service that you plan on enlisting for or signing up for, whatever job you're going for, think about that as it is an interview for that branch of service. So make sure that you're wearing nice clothes, clean clothes, make sure that you shower before you come to MEPS, and just make sure that you're presentable, not too tight, not too loose, make sure everything is covered, and also make sure you have all of your piercings out and off whenever you come through MEPS. Fourth thing, make sure that you have ID, state ID, government issue ID, so social security card, driver's license, state IDs, things like that. There are times when you're able to use your school ID if that is the only type of identification that you have, but it becomes an issue with trying to get the paperwork to verify that. So just try to make it easier and bring the government issued IDs that you have. That is for the hotel and when you come through MEPS. And the fifth thing is to make sure that you're telling the truth whenever you're filling the paperwork out with your recruiters. Make sure that you're putting all that information down truthfully, and whatever medical information that you provide, whether, for example, like for me, I had shoulder surgery, make sure that you get all of the paperwork that you had from the doctor that did your surgery, anything that was after your surgery, so physical therapy, or if you had to have any other follow-ups, make sure all that paperwork is submitted with your paperwork that your recruiter submits to MEPS to kind of get your slot in to go through your physical. Makes it a lot easier on you when you go through MEPS, and it makes it a lot easier on us whenever we know what's coming up to us. Also remember, if there is any type of questionable thing that happens at MEPS as far as you being medically disqualified or permanently disqualified, there is a process that is considered waivers of things depending on certain service branches and certain issues that you can get your issue waived. So don't think just because you are disqualified that means that you cannot come into the service, because you can either get it waived or you can switch branches, and that branch that you switch to will be able to waive it possibly. So just keep that in mind. Anyways, these are the 5 things that I have thought about over the last few weeks. Just finally decided to make a video about it. Hopefully it helps you out. And make sure you give this video a like, comment below of any other topics that you have questions about, or if you have questions of any of thing that I covered today in this video. And I'll see you guys in the next video.